Hi, so I tried to film this video yesterday and I'm still not sure if this is going to work, but I'm filming this on my iPad because my computer will not let me record. Tried to film it on my phone yesterday and I just went on and there was no sound. So let's see if this works. So today I'm going to be filming 30 more facts about me. Number 1. I got my first tattoo in February of 2011, which was my cat paw. Number 2. I got my first piercing in December of 2011, which was the right side of my nose. Number 3. My anxiety got really bad in 2010. Number 4. I dropped out of high school because I was in the hospital so much. I got so far behind, it was impossible to catch up, and I couldn't handle it. In 2010, which was my senior year, I had to switch schools. And at the new school, they had different rules to graduate. And I did not have enough credits to graduate. I would have had to stay for 2 more years. So I would have just been graduating this year. And that made my anxiety come out, and I ended up in the hospital a lot for it, and just got so far behind that it wasn't even possible for me to catch up. So when I turned 18, I was just done, and I just quit. Number 5, I came out as bisexual in 2011. Number 6, I've always loved to color and write. Number 7, I've had 9 different phones. I have had Sidekick 08, Sidekick 09, HTC Pro Touch 1, I think, BlackBerry Bold, a BlackBerry, iPhone 4S, iPhone 5, Galaxy S4, and a Galaxy S5. Number 8, I was supposed to get back surgery but chickened out. I was supposed to get my back corrected and get the rods in my back a couple years ago, and I ended up chickening out at the last minute. Number 9, my mom has always been my rock. My mom has always been there for me no matter what, and I know she always will be, and without her, I don't know what I would do. Number 10, if I didn't have my mom or my cat, I'd be lost, which is very true. My mom and my cat mean a great deal to me. Number 11, I didn't have the greatest childhood. Not because of my mom, but because of my dad. Number 12, I know what it's like to live with an abusive alcoholic and drug addict. My dad was sober for 19 years, and then his license got suspended, and he flipped out, and he went to the store and bought a 12-pack of beer, and he got drunk that night, and after that night, he never stopped drinking. And he became very abusive when he was drunk, and we believe he was also on drugs, so, yeah. He wasn't physically abusive, he was just mentally abusive. Number 13, I stopped talking to my father when I was 13 and had no contact of any kind with him until I turned 21. I left Georgia when I turned 13, well, shortly after I turned 13, and when I first moved to Massachusetts, I still talked to my dad. Talked to him for a couple months, and he kept threatening to come get me and take me away from my mom and take her to court for taking me out of state without his permission. So me and my mom decided it was in both of our best interests if we stopped talking to him, period. And I wanted a relationship with him, but I waited until I was 21, so I knew I was legal in both Georgia and Massachusetts to have say over where I live and who I live with. Number 14, almost all of my stuffed animals have a meaning to me. Number 15, I will never do drugs because I've seen what it can do to you. Number 16, I've never been drunk. I have drank a lot, but I've never actually been drunk. Number 17, I've been in and out of a lot of relationships with girls and guys. Number 18, I've been through a lot, but I don't let it bring me down. Like my childhood, Dad wasn't really all that good, except for my mom being in it. Number 19, I lived in a hotel for almost 2 years, and that does not mean I am poor. I just was in between houses and didn't have anywhere else to go, so I stayed in a hotel, and it was actually pretty fun because I had a pool at my access whenever I wanted it, and it was indoors and it was heated, and I always had new people to talk to, so it was fun. Number 20, I have very few friends, and I like it that way. The less friends you have, the less likely you are to get hurt. Number 21, I'm not rich, but I'm not poor either. I don't live in a huge house. I live in an apartment complex, but I'm not poor. I can afford what I want, and I get what I want, but I don't get it right away. If that makes sense. Number 22, I don't have depression, but sometimes I get randomly depressed and just want to cry. I have not been diagnosed with depression. I have not told anyone about me getting depressed, but at night, if I fight with someone or if I'm just really tired, I'll just get depressed. Not so much depressed, I'll just get sad and I'll just want to cry, and sometimes I will. Number 23, I have a lot of electronics. I have a tablet, I have an iPad, I have Galaxy S5, a Galaxy S4, a Nintendo 3DS, and I have 3 computers in my room, only one of which works. Number 24, my wall is covered in posters of Jacob, Eminem, and animals. Number 25. I recently just started sleeping in my own room because I was afraid of leaving my mom. And this goes along with my life in Georgia. My mom was my protector in Georgia, so I slept with her from the time I was a little kid until I was probably over 21. And yes, I know that's sad, but it's whatever. Number 26. I've had several third-degree sunburns. 27. I love to keep certain stuff organized. I hate to clean my room, and I hate to keep my room organized, but I love to keep my YouTube stuff organized, and the stuff that I color, and the stuff that I write, which goes along with the next one. I have a binder for pretty much everything. I have a binder for my YouTube stuff, which is what I'm reading off of, my binder. It has all the tags that I've done and all the tags that I want to do in it. And I have a binder for all the stuff that I color and that I write. Number 29, I still watch cartoons on Nickelodeon. I don't watch them that much, but I do still watch them. Number 30, I wish they would put the old Disney back on TV. On Team Nick After Midnight, they have a throwback to the 90s, and they put all the old 90s shows on. And I love that, and I wish they would do that with Disney, but they don't, and the new Disney sucks, and it's kind of creepy. Some of the shows are really creepy. But yeah, that is the 30 more facts about me tag, and hopefully this video will have sound when I upload it. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!